Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again. You're watching my lower body power day from May 8th. If you remember from my last video, I had mentioned I'm going to start using some Wendler progressions in the first lift of the day. So today that would be squats, and I was doing a 5+ day, as this would be my 5+ week. So set number 1, 295 pounds. Got a side view here just to make sure that I was hitting parallel, which I am. I'm happy with this depth. Probably I could get about an inch lower or so, and that would be perfect in my mind, but I'm not going to really beat myself up over that. So for set number 2, again, going for 5 reps, bump the weight up to 340 pounds. You can see here I'm really working on getting the bar in a nice placement, really kind of focusing on getting that nice, tight feel. You know, like the tightness. That is what she said. You guys missed it last video. So I'm going to make sure I got that in. That's what she said again. Oh my God. Anyways, getting back to this. So again, 5 sets here, 340 pounds, making sure just getting parallel, just kind of touch and go in this case. Again, I'm happy with this as I've been sick the past 10 days or so. This is really my second workout back into it. Now here, what I typically would have done was jump up to, I believe 385 was my next technical set for 5+. I don't really like to go all out on these squats with the really high reps. So instead I said, you know what, let's kind of push this and see how heavy we can go. Maybe try for a new 1 rep max, personal best. So here you see 405, just as I continue to warm up, just going for 1 rep here, and that felt pretty good. So what I then did is bumped it up to 455, which is actually the heaviest I've ever really gone. I haven't really tried anything heavier than this in the past. The most I've ever done this for was 3 reps, but again, in this case, because my plan is to go heavier, I just wanted to do 1 rep, make sure I was getting proper depth. Now, one of these things I'm noticing on all these walkouts too is that I really need to get this down pat as far as how I actually walk the bar out. My setup is great, but then walking back, ideally, I'd like it to be 1 step, 2 step, boom, I'm good. You'll see I do some adjustment. And what I decided to go for on this one was 500 pounds. You see myself trying to get mentally prepared for this. This is going to be either an epic fail or an epic success, as this is the heaviest I've ever tried. Again, just going for 1 actual rep here. Felt really good on this, on getting the bar out of the pins, nice and smooth. But again, on the walk back, you can see I kind of shuffle my feet a little bit. Then I go down, hit parallel, and a little struggle, but back up, which is great in my mind, as I wasn't really planning on going this heavy on squats. So it's a new personal best for me, even though I'm not really happy with it, but still, it's progress in my mind. Now, I was kind of running late on time, so instead what I decided to do is just a couple sets of deadlifts with 315, so keeping the weight static, just 5 reps each. Now here you'll see I do conventional to start, so my first actual 3 sets are done in the conventional fashion. Now a lot of you guys notice this, and I call myself on it all the time. My hips tend to shoot up first in most of these lifts. I haven't really had a problem with that. My deadlift has been progressing great. Haven't had any lower back pain, any issues with that. But still, it's just something I notice and something I'm going to try to keep track of and keeping my hips down a little bit. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with that, but still nice, good pulls in my mind. I wasn't planning on really doing deadlifts today, hence the reason why you don't really see any of those socks that I'm typically known or infamous for in most cases. But again, just some nice, good pulls. So after this last set of 315, what I decided to do was instead switch it up to sumo a bit, just so you guys can see some of the differences. You guys have been asking me a lot for a video kind of tutorial talking about the differences between conventional, between sumo. You see a lot of people these days switching to sumo. I typically alternate back and forth every couple of months, just depending on how I feel. But just so you guys can see here, I had mentioned that my hips tend to shoot up a bit on conventional. One of the things I like about sumo is that my hips are kind of in line with the rest of the bar traveling up, so they don't shoot up so early. You can also see my toes kind of come up on some of these lifts. That's just because I'm trying to pull very strongly, and it happens occasionally. So again, 3 sets of 315 of sumo, just some good pulls in my opinion, getting it in. So this on top of the PR with squats and 6 sets of deadlifts was my only real workout today. But again, it really felt good, especially because I failed on the bench yesterday, and I hit a new PR for squats as previously mentioned. So hope you guys get something out of this. You'll see some more workout videos coming soon, some more tip videos, cooking videos, all sorts of stuff. You know, you guys ask for it, I typically tend to deliver, except for the tattoo video. You guys always